Good afternoon, everybody. It is March 26, 2026, 2 p.m. Pacific, and we are live with Strawbunny Slime Streams. I'm your host, Mocha, and today... today, aside from talking about computer components in the pre-stream, which has been very nice, thank you for that, Dreamseeker, I am taking a break from Jet Set Radio Future to play other games. I didn't quite 100% JSRF. I intend to do that. I hate Zotac too. The one time we tried a Zotac card. 2 cards from them, as a matter of fact, for two folks in the household. Both fried themselves in 2 months. I don't trust that anymore. Like, maybe they've gotten better since then. I don't know. I don't care to find out. So, today's games are going to be 2 for 1. I'm going to be spending probably about an hour and a half on each. First up, we've got a Minecraft mod that I've been dabbling with off and on. And I'm not going to start a new save for this, mind you. I'm just going to jump right into the save that I already have, because it's one of those that takes like an in-game day or so to actually kick in, and I don't want to have folks waiting on that. Plus, it's a slow burn one anyway, so anything I can do to get into the eventful stuff sooner, I want to do. So, first up on the docket is going to be the Wonderland.jar mod for Minecraft. So this is one of those recent Minecraft mods that's like focused on horror, because that's a huge trend. Minecraft modded is a blast to play, although it kinda can depend on the mods, obviously. I've had some mod packs I couldn't get into. This one I'm interested in seeing more of, though, because, like I said, it is a slow burn, and it feels slow. My first go at it, I managed to get something interesting to happen within, like, the first couple of in-game nights, really. But that was also one where I was intentionally trying to defeat the, what was my first modded Minecraft pack? Ooh, Yogbox 1.7.3. The really old 1.7.3. Like, before Hunger or anything. I miss it. There's not been another Minecraft mod pack that's hit me quite the same way as that, ever since. So, since this is a slow burn mod, I should probably say don't expect it to be too riveting when things finally do kick off, whatever things may be in this context. Right now, I looked up information on this mod because after the first playthrough, I tried a second one and it just didn't, like, nothing happened. This is a mod that you are kind of supposed to play as if it were standard Minecraft, so treat this as a survival Minecraft play session with some nifty bonuses. And to that end, I need to find more iron and some diamonds. All the mods 1. You know, I tried all the mods 10 just within the last couple of weeks. It's over my head. Once you start adding automation mods to a Minecraft mod pack, it's not that you lose me, but, like, I can't wrap my brain around that stuff. Closest I've ever come was Create, and even that gets kind of sketchy after about the halfway point. I do love Create, though. If there's one Minecraft mod, like automation mod, that I've looked at and said, yeah, you know what, I could play that, it would be Create. Usually automation mods add, like, really complex computers and such, and it just kind of stops feeling like Minecraft to me after a fashion. But that's one I looked at the trailer for and went, there's a version of Minecraft out there in the multiverse that actually plays like this. It feels natural, surprisingly so. Let's see, is this the cave? I know I've got a cave out around here somewhere from previous play sessions where I've found my way down to deep slate level. Fully chiseled. Specs, like computer specs? Ah, see, that's one of the smaller events that can happen in this mod. While this guy's active in chat... Oh, hell no. Did y'all hear that? Something just broke. Like someone was mining toward us. I've had that happen down here twice. I've liked it neither time. Deeply uncomfortable, and I'm sure it's actually something in the mod trying to come to me. Despawns before it can ever reach me, though. I don't know if that's part of how it works or not. Like, if it's supposed to despawn or not. Oh, heard footsteps. Can never tell. I pride myself on being pretty resilient against horror in video games. Not invulnerable to it, though. Certainly not. Ironically, there is one thing in Minecraft that still scares me. No points for guessing what it is, but it's down in the deep slate layers of this cave. Hey, did that block just break? Who broke that block and how? No Herobrine. Worse. Ostensibly, anyway. This is one of those mods that came out in the wake of the Cave Dweller Renaissance. But this one, I think, is actually good, as opposed to all the ones that we're just trying to copy. Like, I don't like the term slop. It's just a gross word. It doesn't feel good putting it out there, even if it does quite nicely sum up the glut of a certain kind of product or concept, you know. So, like, hearing the phrase dweller slop get tossed around, I don't like it. I don't like the phrase, but I get why it's in parlance in the Minecraft community, you know? So, like, this is one of the mods that I would say came out of that whole fiasco still looking and feeling pretty good. Even if it does take a while for things to kick in. I may need to close the window next to my computer because the glare is making it very hard for me to see anything unless I've got, like, 20 torches around me. So, just a quick second here. Hopefully nothing will come out of the shadows at me. Never mind, apparently I've got people for that. Well, well. Not really in the know with regard to Minecraft mods and the culture surrounding. So, someone decided one day they were going to make a mod and with it, of course, a mob, to explain where cave ambience comes from. So knowing it's a modded Minecraft with horror elements makes your skin crawl. Yeah. It's just the one mod, for what that's worth. But you'll know it when you see it. Anyway, the cave dweller was a creature someone came up with that was, like, markedly more sophisticated in how it works, how it tracks you, what it does. And you could always tell where it was because you'd hear an increase in cave ambient noises. And then, you know, you'd look at it and it would look at you, and then the chase would be on. It could crawl through like 1 block wide gaps. It moves faster than you can. It's not impossible to get away from, but generally it's tricky, and that's the point, is they wanted a mod that implemented something you couldn't easily run away from. And it worked, and then 20 people came out of the woodwork to make their own versions of the same idea. And sometimes it was good, and sometimes it was just, what if it screamed really loudly, teleported to your location, then killed you instantly? And it's like, that's not really what the cave dweller was about, guys, but okay. This one took a different route. It's obviously still got some freaky monsters in it, but they're not quite so overt. Inner child is no longer afraid of having something be there. That's good. That's important. One part of Wonderland.jar that it's now afraid of nothing being there. That I can relate to. So, if you couldn't immediately tell from the noise there, one part of Wonderland.jar... Oh, and the design of the blocks here. Wonderland.jar is sorta, kinda, not exactly a reversion to Minecraft's design. Like, this looks like darker stone. This is Deep Slate. This looks like the classic stone texture, but recolored brown. It is dripstone. And when I take any amount of damage, my character makes the old noise instead of just the... So, like, it's loosely supposed to feel like classic Minecraft, but only very loosely. Just kind of funny to think about. I'm not sure why they wouldn't just go all in on trying to make that change, but... You know, far be it for me to complain. Maybe I just don't understand the vision. And again, for those late to the party, I need to stress that this mod pack, or not pack, just mod, I keep saying mod pack. This mod is not designed to be an immediately in-your-face thing. This is a slow burn. You just live in a sky base. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, and I never really finished the thought, the first time I played this mod pack, I was specifically trying to defeat it, and what I ended up doing, that worked shockingly well, was I made a little underwater base instead. There's one particular kind of enemy in here. Okay, that was just a glow squid. I didn't know what that was. That was a dying glow squid. This thing shows up in chat periodically. It's not hostile as far as I can tell, although you can make it hostile. If I were to say something inflammatory to it, it would get really mad at me. But that's not inflammatory. And it's gone. Didn't get a chance to hear the response. So, there's one particular kind of creature in this mod that is of import. Like, it's kind of the central mechanic of the mod. That when it spawns, tries to get... Oh, if you don't reply, nothing happens. That's not inflammatory either. It just goes away on its own. You can think of it as a mob that spawns in the game, is not hostile, and only makes its presence known by interacting with you in chat. Eventually it will despawn one way or another. So this semi-hostile creature that is the central, if not the central point of the mod, then certainly the jumping off point for most of the mod's features. It likes to try and tunnel toward you or build toward you. Anything it can do to get closer to you, it will attempt to do. The problem is, I built my base underwater, and of course that means in order to clear the water, it had to build down to me. Not impossible, but every time it tried that, it would then see the block it had placed as an obstruction, clear the block, the water would fill back in, and we'd be back to square one. So it couldn't actually reach me. I technically, insofar as you can defeat this mod, I defeated this mod. So now I'm kind of trying to coexist with it, because that's the intended design. I've also completely lost where I'm supposed to go to get back to the surface, and I have no pickaxe anymore, so that's fun. I've wandered back and forth. Oh, wait. There's more up this way. Feels like roundabouts where I encountered that creeper. Gonna assume more up, more good. A sky base with a water barrier would definitely defeat this mod, insofar as it can be defeated, because, again, there is... Oh. Okay, I must have placed that. There is a mechanic in this mod that will get you even if you are safe. And not like kill you get you, but... I mean, if it happens, you will know. Is all I'm going to say about the main mechanic here. Pretty good haul for that one mining trip, although still no closer to finding diamonds. I have a hunch, but I'd need to get back to where I... the name of this mod is Wonderland.jar. I've seen a couple of YouTube personalities check it out, and I was interested enough in the mechanics to want to try it myself, so here we are. I wonder if one thing that's making it more difficult for this mod to do its thing is that I built my house on top of a mountain here. The first time I tried playing, I was in a pretty flat environment, so it was not difficult for things to become immediately weird. The second time, it was slightly less flat and mostly just resulted in some odd generated structures. Never actually found the thing that is core to the mod's mechanics. Although on the subject of odd generated structures, that pillar over there I did not make. That just popped in at one point. There's another one over... I think it's over this way. Yeah, right down there. That I also did not create. Okay, alright. That's just a pillager. That's fine. Pillagers are fine. If you're wondering why there's pillagers, they used to have an outpost right there. I got bored one day and... Hello. I got bored one day and tore their whole outpost down. This is crucial. Oh, shucks. I didn't realize they were so skittish from even that far off. Oh well. Let's see. Could use a helmet. Definitely use a new sword and a new pickaxe. Oh, wait. I may be a little stupid. Just a smidge. How did I discover Minecraft? That's a really good question, because it's been a long, long while. So, this was like right around the time the Nether first got introduced, is when I think I saw the trailer that had been uploaded, detailing the sheer size of the world and like seeing a couple of other folks play it. I don't remember which other folks even. This was way far back. But me being the little speed demon I was when it came to... We've got a visitor. A non-hostile visitor, mind you. It's meant to be a bit spooky. So, I used to be something of a speed demon when it came to beating games. I would get a game. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. It's invisible. You can only tell that there's something there by the footstep sounds, which constantly approach you and then just stop. I'd get a new game. I'd usually beat it within like a week, despite how pricey games were / will probably forever be. This was, you know, before indie games, so you're looking at, what was it at the time, like 50 bucks for a new game? Not as expensive as the 70 everyone seems to be trying for now, but still on the pricey side, especially when I, you know, was too young to have an income at the time. And the go-to solution for me as a speed demon who kept beating games and then asking for new ones was, well, here's a game that never ends. So it was a pretty easy pitch to my parents. Got Minecraft just in time for the Nether to come out. Still have my first ever save. I did intend to make it a forever world. I still do, but I haven't actually played on it since the last time I streamed it. But I've still got the save, and that's nice. It's nice to have one to come back to, because once 1.8 started pre-releasing, you know, the survival update and all that. Yeah, financially free is definitely an upshot to being an adult and having a job. It's nice that every so often a new game comes out. I mean, you know, bills notwithstanding, new and exciting adulthood things notwithstanding, it is at least nice that every so often a new game you want comes out and you're like, ah, well, I've got some pocket change now. You know, it's nice to have a little walking around money. Don't have homework for the rest of your life. Yeah. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on the homework. Again, it's me being a speed demon. I used to be able to clear that stuff out over the weekend. Okay, that was the fox. Downside to one of the creatures in this mod being just invisible and creating footstep noises. Plus, you know, living in an environment that's chock full of foxes. Impossible to tell when I'm being snuck up on by an actual thing versus just one of these goobers. Box full of choxes. I don't know if they're eating chalk, but that one I think was running away with a raw chicken in its mouth. Can we get closer? Will it allow us to get closer and find out? Where did that fox go? Oh, there you are. Watching the moon rise, huh, bud? What are you holding? What block is that? That's not chicken, that's a block. What did you pick up? Was that a tall Steve? I would certainly hope not. I don't like the sound of a tall Steve. There's something in this mod that would probably resemble that. I'm going to hope that's not what you saw. I'm gonna hope it was just the zombie. Black. Okay. That is not a tall Steve, but I do know what that is. To your best recollection, was I looking at it? Because if I was looking at it and I didn't even realize it, I need to get in the house now. Like if when I say looking at it, I don't mean was it on the screen. I mean, was my cursor over it? Okay, no. Good. Cool. We're cool. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Don't even worry about it. I should make that a double chest. It was above my slow icon. Weird. Ooh. Black and a bit skinny. I don't like that. Ah, yeah, I was worried about that. Alright. That's fine. I'll just patch the hole in later. It probably did despawn, yes. I have a feeling I know what creature you saw. Hence why I was asking if I ever put my crosshairs directly over it. The question is, do I just sleep through the night, or... I feel like it's more interesting to play through the night. I've got 28 wheat just sitting in my inventory. What am I doing? Let the record show I did not right-click that. Something's in my house. Some bread? I don't think it wants bread. Ah! Wandering villager was not, or wandering trader. Wasn't expecting that. Does anybody ever expect those guys? I am pretty confident that the thing that interacted with my door is, or at least for the duration of its existence, was inside my house. Five days per spawn. Really? I didn't know it was consistent. I tend not to look up the mechanics for Minecraft mob spawning. Just let the game play itself, as it were. Encrypted. Good mod pack, no horror. I will consider it. Lately, I've been finding it hard for Minecraft mods to stick with me. And I don't know why. There's a lot of good mods out there that just... I don't seem to be able to stick with. Alone in a never-ending void. Ooh. Okay, alright. No phantoms is nice. I'll happily take no phantoms. Worst mob in the game. Yeah, honestly. But even he agrees. I said even he agrees, as in you. Hey, Maxie, good to see you. I am trapped in a different sort of Wonderland today. Was I missing a U? Did I need to say? How can I help you? I say trapped. Trapped is a strong word. Right now I'm kind of just playing Minecraft, because that's what the mod pack is about. Or mod. I keep saying mod pack. What did I build? I mean, aside from this stuff, not much. I should expand my house. And I should fix up these craters. Or at least this one. This one's particularly an eyesore. If I had looked at it, 50-50 shot, it would have either despawned and nothing would have happened, or it would have despawned and then 35, or not 35, but like 30 seconds later, it would have respawned and charged me. I don't think it kills you if it manages to come in contact with you, but there's a chance it'll send you somewhere else, and otherwise it'll drop you to really low health. If another one spawns, I'll demonstrate. Why not, right? I've got keep inventory on, and this isn't one of those mods where it'll like delete your save or something if you die. I feel like I'm overdue for mining the mossy cobblestone pyramid that it plopped down next to my house. PC specs, yeah, I never did get around to talking about those. I don't think mine's anything too special. It's like... Let me think about it for a second here. I know I've got a 3060 EVGA. I've got, I want to say 32 gigs of RAM, which, like, that's good even now, but now it's unattainable, good God. An ROG Strix Z690F gaming motherboard. I'm looking at the box right now, is how I'm able to just rattle that off. A few NVMe SSDs, Samsung. Oh, right, the RAM is DDR5, I forgot to mention, because I wanted to be ahead of the curve on that. Main rig is a Ryzen 5600X with 16 gigs of DDR4. Very nice, very nice. And a Radeon. That's good. That's AMD, yeah? I'm switching to them once my NVIDIA wears out, because, this whole, DLSS 5 bullshit they've got going on. No thank you. I forgot to make torches. Gonna be a real neat trick for me to explore any... What was that? What growls like that? Was that... What, a polar bear? Or no, no, it's a wolf. That was an aggroed wolf. Okay, alright, we're fine. I've only ever seen these little guys after they've done their horrible deeds to the sheep. I've never heard one in the process of killing one. Yeah, though, good that you're running with a Radeon. Not at all interested in whatever NVIDIA's cooking at this point. Like, I'm gonna need to hear them say, "You're right, we're sorry, we fucked up, we're rolling back the DLSS 5 announcement, we're never bringing this up again." Is that really all I've got for coal? Just got the one piece, okay. Alright. Well, I know that the Reaper explosion out back unveiled a few pieces, so... An unsupported CPU on your motherboard. That's impressive. Intel coffee time. I will look into that after the stream. I would look into it now, but I just want to see if that damn thing shows up that you were talking about. Need to be vigilant. Alright, well that's all my ready-made sticks. Oh. Okay, that was not there last time I looked over at that cliffside. Free cobblestone, right? Waste not, want not. Need to avoid the powdered snow. We're in agreement that phantoms are the worst mob in Minecraft. Powder snow is the worst block in Minecraft. I would certainly hope there's no aggro feature. I haven't destroyed much stuff, but if there is an aggro feature, obviously I'm on the list now. I'm about to be even more on it. This is, at the end of the day, me trying to see the features of the mod and introduce them to my audience, so... I guess aggroing whatever's responsible for this would be good for me. And if I really wanted to go the extra mile with that, I could just... What is that under the ice? What is that? Oh, it's squid. Okay. I could just cuss out the voice next time it shows up in chat, but I feel bad doing that. I don't like the idea of that. Whoever or whatever it is, it's clearly not causing me any trouble. Just wants to talk. Let's clear this off the ice real quick. Overdue for that. I didn't place a sign. I've never made a sign in this save. Oh, Maxie made that. Okay, cool. It's fine. It's chill. Place it down and say hi. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Hold on, hold on. There. Uh-huh. You want to come over here and vibrate your head at me a little closer, bud? That's what I thought. Oh yeah, I figure it wasn't that. I'm fairly confident I know the creature you saw. Although, I've never seen the upside down thing before. That's new. I've seen similar creatures, but not specifically ones that are upside down. Me when I named my ghost Dinnerbone. Was extremely good timing, though, yeah. Me putting down a sign that says, Demons Welcome, and then immediately there's a monster sitting there behind me. Yeah, I can't imagine it would have ended well for me if it had said Demons Unwelcome. Guy was judging me. Are we cool? Show off my skin, yeah, sure. Happily. Custom made, I'm quite proud to say. I want to say it's all my work. I can't be entirely sure of that, but at the very least, I've been making my own Minecraft skins for a long while now. Thank you! Thank you, I'm very proud of the work here. Been making my own Minecraft skins for a while now. The central point of pride for me in that is that I always give it this texturing effect on the skin, the clothes, etc. that matches, like, more or less matches the actual official Minecraft skins. I don't think I'm, like, official skin quality, but I'm good. I'm damn good. Yeah, what's up, bud? Just wanted to yell? Just wanted to yell. Player on the other mountain, and you were hallucinating that one. Ugh. Now look, ordinarily I'm quite content to play through a night regularly. I'm not big on snowstorms. When did that pop into chat? I didn't even notice that message got left. Weird. The monster was upside down. It was contemporaneous with that. Interesting. I don't know if anyone noticed, by the way, but in addition to that pillar and that pillar, there was also the silhouette of a third one off in the distance there. I have investigated to see if there's, like, a trail to follow from those. Not that I think the game generates, like, I don't think the mod generates a trail out of those, but it was nothing. It just cuts to a stop on that pillar that way. Okay, this chest was not here before. Or at least not last I saw. Not last I've checked this block. I guess I could use the storage. Come to think of it. That one has been there for a long while at this point. Provided the polar bears don't aggro onto me. Don't know if that's a thing they do. I guess if they do, I can just kill. But I'd like not to have to. Alright, we're cool with the bears. Only if I... Okay, so they're a neutral mob. Got it. That's good information, thank you. I've never been sure. I've always steered clear of them. And playing Hightail hasn't exactly cleared me up on that question either, so... So did that fox just go into my mineshaft? Yeah, they did. There. Or get one block in front of them. Okay, alright. So keep your distance from polar bears and you're fine. Got it. Conspicuous lack of things happening. I don't know if Distant Horizons would be necessary for this mod, because I'm pretty... I feel fairly comfortable saying the fog has been thickened significantly enough that Distant Horizons wouldn't do much for me. I guess, obviously, turn off the fog and it would. Alright. We got a cave. We got torches. We got an iron pick. We got a destination in mind and no recollection of which direction to go in to find it. TNT duper. I tend not to build things like those. A, because I don't know how. B, because I like to just play... I don't usually use TNT. That's something I'm only just now realizing. I think I can count the number of occasions on which I have created TNT blocks with the express purpose of using them for mining on one finger. And it was specifically mining the... Actually, you know what? I don't even think I did that. I think I used beds, because this was, like, mining in the nether in search of netherite. Siege the monsters. No more lanky Steves. I guess we could bring the party to them, but I don't know that that would be advisable. Like, short term, I'm sure it'd feel great. Long term, I'll get back to you on that one. Monster 200 blocks down getting killed off. Yeah, that would be funny. This is why I made a water bucket. Is there anything worth water bucketing down here? I mean, there's zombies. Not that way, Dallas. Okay, yeah, 18 upstream if for no particular reason then other than to just let my chatters talk about whatever strikes their fancy. Like that, SB. Good to see you. You can say illicit words here. Are we the only humans left? What, in Minecraft? If that's an in Minecraft question, I would contend that villagers still count. In the real world. I'm not sure I follow. Oh, because I'm not a payment processor demanding you remove all traces of 18-up material from your Patreon, PayPal, etc. Best answer I can give, if that's what you're asking, is beats me. I should probably clear this place out so I'm not constantly stepping on landmines, trying to walk through dripstone. Deep topics that need genuine, like, that need developed frontal cortices. We can have a genuine conversation, but using that same part of the brain makes you realize this is a goober stream playing Minecraft with horror mods. Well, a horror mod. Be fair now, I'm not playing with more than just the one. It is a funny contrast to think about, though, isn't it? I'm sitting here playing block game for children and at the same time talking about computer specs and my opinion on NVIDIA versus AMD at this point. That's a long way down. Guess this is why I've got the water bucket. I've been here before. Huh. That's a long way down. Good God. You can call me Mocha. That's the name I go by here. M-O-C-H-A. Like the coffee variety. That poor bat. No problem. So this is not the section of cave I meant to end up in. Obviously, I'm your friend. I believe that. Was that normal cave ambience, or was that... Because this mod adds some new noises. Yes I do. Not necessarily misremembering. It's tough to say one way or the other. It sounded a lot like Cave 10, but the little extra warble at the end had me less certain. I'm out of torches again. So, expedition is over. Modification of Cave 10 mixed with Cave 3. 1. Very impressive that you just know those off the cuff. 2. That would explain why I thought it, like, why I wasn't entirely sure it was normal. Wait, I got 1 torch. I got 1 torch. Where can I place the 1 torch that would be of greatest value? I don't think I'm quite in leave-worthy danger right now. But since I'm out of torches, I may as well head back out anyway. Ping? Who pinged? That's going to be absolutely impossible for me to navigate next time I need to come down here. Assuming it's ever a matter of need in the first place. Right, that is a net gain on iron. So if nothing else, I have profited off of this. By a margin of... Ooh. I was going to say by a margin of +2, but... No, it's a little bit more than just +2. Oh, God. This is where I was going to go. Last time I came down here... Here, as in, into this cave system. Last time, as in last time of note, not necessarily last time in this session. I found this area, very carefully cleaned out what I could. Didn't do a perfect job. Couldn't get any gold, so let's remedy that now. But also, for the folks at home wondering, are there any shriekers down here? I got great news for you. Just need to find it first. Yeah, that's right. It was through this crevice here. This fucking Enigma of Emigara Fault level cave system. This is my hole that was made for me. Or gold. I'm winning on gold. Is it down this way? Could be down this way. It can be. It can be. I don't think it was down this way. I think I would remember if there was another... Yeah, no, this just terminates into lava. Okay. think it might have been back up here then. Over here? I know I saw a shrieker down here. I'm back down here with the express intent of blowing it up. There it is. There's a second one. Great. I knew there had to be a second one. There's always... Is that a third? No, that's just a block. Okay. Well, I can still blow this one up. Did that not activate? Didn't activate. Had a warden attack you 40 blocks through a wall, jeez. Okay, I don't trust that. That looks like a fall to me, and I don't have any torches to prove or disprove that, obviously. Yeah, wardens are determined, guys. I must have mentioned like a half an hour ago, there's one mob in vanilla Minecraft that actually scares me. It's wardens. It's wardens specifically. How about a no? How about no to that one? Because, I mean, you can kill a warden, but it's not worth any amount of the effort that goes into that. So the only way you can survive an encounter with one is to sneak around it, and boy, it is impressive how vulnerable Minecraft can make you feel by asking you to sneak around something constantly, right? Like, that cannot have been easy for them to do. God knows it's not easy for me to play like that. Better than phantoms. Oh, absolutely. Like, worse to deal with, but much more engaging to try to play with than phantoms just swooping in whenever they damn well please to take a bite out of you and fly off. This ain't the way back up. That's the way back up. Obviously, my difficulties in engaging with wardens are not helped by how easy it is for me to get incredibly turned around in my own, quote-unquote, my own cave systems. I think it's entirely fair for me to call them my caves. I'm just borrowing them. Playing in these caves makes you good at memorization. I wish I could say the same about myself. I wish I could. I've had to develop workarounds, and those don't even work. Like, okay, the first time I'm going down into a cave system, I'll place the torches on the left-hand side specifically so I can just turn around and follow the right-hand side torches to easily find my way back out. Except then the second time I go down there, it's like, well, I missed some spots on these walls. I could use more light here, and here, and here, and oh, suddenly both sides have torches now. Oops. And I don't think, I just do it. My first trip down a labyrinthine cave system, I might have, you know, a system. I might have a successful formula for a first visit. And then the second visit happens. Carpets. Really? Do tell. Anything I could use to better navigate caves would be a godsend for me. Where's the way back out? That looked like a dead end, or at least an unmarked area. This is just back to the coal. Red and green. Red for unexplored, green for explored. Ah, okay. All right. The third color for this way to the exit. Yeah, no, that would do it. Yeah, that sounds like a solution I ought to try out. Thank you. Okay. Who do you think you're fooling? Sorry, give me just a second here. There. Should work. I got a trackball mouse. There was a bit of debris blocking off the sensor, so up and down were not nearly as responsive as I needed them to be. Now I'll be much, much quicker at struggling to find my way out of here. Okay, if I built down, it stands to reason that's because I came from up. Yeah, trackball mouse. Thumb ball, specifically. Up here? Question mark? No, this is just back to... IBM trackball mouse and PS2 keyboard. That's... Don't think that was a creeper. Creepers move slower than that. I don't know what that was. Okay, okay, here's the way out. Hamster as a term for a wireless mouse is extremely clever. And also adorable. Good on you for that one, whether you came up with it or just heard it and decided to adopt it. Right, made it out of the caves in one piece. Got more coal than I know what to do with. Some iron, some gold. I'd call that a win. Next time I head down there, if I find the skulk section again, I can light up more bits of it. And yet, in all of this, not hide nor hair of our mysterious lanky Steve character. Nothing. No sightings since that last one. It's a little funny. I said I was going to interact with the thing next time I saw it. Like, specifically so that something from this mod would happen on screen. Nothing. The moment I say that, it just decides it's going to spend the whole rest of the stream not showing up, huh? It's shy. Yeah, I guess it must be. One more copper over here? I do. Oh my gosh, you've got an egg. Where did you get that? There's no chickens around. How did you do that? It's no egg. Nice hop. Okay, that's another pyramid. Today's entity just really enjoys building pyramids. Oh, wait. Wait. We got another structure over yonder. It's not much, but it's not nothing. Seen it before. Know what it is, what it does. What it does is it gets us a free music disc. Just gonna nab this. I need it more than the ghosts do. Yeah, it's 13. Laying it on just a little thick there, huh? You know, I don't remember all the different disc songs in Minecraft, but my favorite is definitely me cheating, because Ethertune, I know, is not vanilla Minecraft. But it was my introduction to dubstep. I've shared this anecdote before because it's worth sharing. First time I ever played the Ether mod and got the disc for Ethertune, not knowing what to expect and having never actually heard dubstep before. I put the disc in, I listened to it, and you know what? You know what? Actually, let me see, where someone must have uploaded Ethertune. Here we go. And I mean, I love electronic music as much as anyone else, so I hear this introduction, I'm like, yeah, okay, alright, I'll listen to this. This sounds cool. Oh, I never had an iPod. I've got a music player, but it's not an iPod. And again, familiar with electronic music, I know what a build up to a drop sounds like, so... And it gets about that far, and I am so immediately overwhelmed by the noise, because I've never heard dubstep before. I actually eject the disc and just stand there for like 30 seconds. Like, what did I just hear? I fondly remember that bit, because, like, that was my introduction to dubstep. And I think it was 30 minutes later that I put the thing back in the music player and listened to it for real. This was, of course, at the time when everybody and their mother was making fun of dubstep as a genre, so I had a general idea of what it was. Very wub-heavy and all that. Dim Rain 47. I'm not familiar. I was more of a listening to Pendulum drum and bass while I was surfing in TF2 maps. Kind of weirdo. That was more my experience with techno. Well, you know, not techno, but EDM. Played Geometry Dash. Once, but it's been a long while. I don't think I've played it since before the 1.2 update. Main class in TF2. Oh, I alternated between Spy and Scout. I think in the end I would have to say Scout, because... I'm one of those scouts in TF2. I'm the one that runs around with the force of nature and isn't really contributing to the fight, but gets a laugh in from knocking some knocking some heavy wildly out of position so that his medic has to go find someone else to heal. I'm not good at TF2, but I love what I do in it. And then for Spy, my moment of glory was... Can't answer why. I don't know what he's asking why about. Pyro demo main. Ah, yeah, I'm legally obliged. Like, I'm legally obligated to avoid you whenever I'm playing. That was not there before. Like, you guys saw this crater get made. That was not there. Just a single block. That's weird. Legally obliged to avoid you whenever I'm playing Spy, though. Not that I play Spy much these days, because, well, for one thing, I don't play TF2 in general much these days, but more than that, they changed my old Spy loadout so that it's no longer functional. You remember when they first introduced, like, set bonuses for the different classes? If you collected all the right... If you were equipping all the right weapons and the correct hat, then you'd be rewarded with some... nifty bonus or an... Oh, God. Some nifty bonus or another. And for Spy, it was that cloaking and decloaking became almost inaudible. So, here I am with the full set that gives you that bonus. Okay, you got something to say to me, bud? You're just gonna vibrate until I get close? Yeah. Come on. Full set bonus that makes the Spy's decloak sound almost inaudible, plus the dead ringer, because what frustration-seeking spy would not use the dead ringer, right? You remember the upside-down guy I saw earlier? That was him, but right side up. I didn't know he could appear upside down. I've seen him right side up before, though. Sometimes he actually chases after you, and that's... you remember me mentioning one of the core functions of the mod is a mob that I was able to defeat easily by building an underwater base. That's the mob in question, is that sometimes that guy spawns and makes a beeline for you. It's not a very good beeline. Other guy's still shy. Seems that way, yeah. I was expecting to see at least one of them. Hour and a half of playing and barely anything happens. I guess they did say it's a slow burn mod. I just continue to underestimate the slow part. And what's funnier is, like, the first or second day in this save file of me playing this world, I had more events happen than this. They've kind of just dropped off the face of the earth. Yeah, I didn't know that Lanky Steve was there, so... Which, I mean, that's pretty damn cool that it can just... One of those horror movie moments, you know, is what I'm trying to say. Like, where the protagonist, if I may be so bold as to call myself that here, doesn't see the monster, but the audience does. So you're left with that, oh god, please just look behind you moment. Didn't expect that to happen to me, but it's neat that it did. Coming up on the tail end of the mod stream here. Game, if you want to do anything wacky, now would be the time. Anything at all. Yeah, a mod that would just place the seeds back down for me would be nice. Something like Quark, right? Doesn't Quark do that? If you right-click on crops, it'll break the crops and automatically place seeds. They should just make that a vanilla feature. Better tilling. Okay, yeah. For a second I thought that was our freak, but no, that's just a pillager with a banner on his back. All right. Mod, you've got, let's say, 30 more seconds to do something weird at me. Yeah, he ain't coming. He chickened out. "15 seconds to prove me wrong. Last chance to look at me, Hector." Yeah, no, I guess that's just it. You hexed him. Can I play Wonderland.jar without... Are you seeing this shit, Arctic Fox? I don't think the Arctic Fox is seeing anything aside from whatever it's got in its mouth. I think that's priority one. That's the beginning and ending of everything going on in that little guy's head. Alright, well... Can you play Wonderland.jar without ever entering Wonderland? Yes. Emphatically yes.